Hello and welcome to Iskron Citadel. I already checked, not quite for pull, but we will get the Shawn out here momentarily. Need a Fosk, trade blue square with gold for Fosk, get 100 gold per Fosk. MMR Terrorist and Nunzilia, there is a fish down by the blue square. Demonstrator, your spellstone. As noted in the previous raid warning, Mr. X and Trix will be going to Octillion with your off-tank being Small Pants. Indeed. Please deploy a Summoning Stone, Demonstrator. Or a Swiggy, whatever.
이건 시작이자 끝이다. 주인님의 성소에는
Phydrax, you should have a summon. Additional fish down, MMR Terrace, and Phydrax eat the fish out of blue square once you have arrived. Phydrax Peasant, do I already check? I do need to pull. It's buffs on the Druids, Mage buff, these buffs, Kings. Pull timer is deployed. It is a longer pull timer, but it is the pull timer nonetheless. You could Fosk up as early as right now. Yes. Not really. Back into the boss. Has some boss. Into the cooldown worldwide. The bounce spikes. Please make sure that you do fair priorities. Divine, thank you. It's rebuffs on our shaman now. Either tank, open your eyes and talk. Get both for your tanks with that weapon. Kill the bone spikes, not the boss. Kill the bone spikes, not the boss. Bone spikes, not the boss. All-star as you can, but as sassy group 1. Sassy on the bonus one ends you. Phydrax, Tataresco, Sassy. All-star Shadow Mold. Finish off the The item on your screen is purple, then pass. If it is not purple, then you can greed or disenchant.
여기까지 찾아올 수 있었던 것은 네가 앞 못 보는 저주에 걸린 이 세상에서 진정한 눈을 가진 몇 안 되는 자이다. 안개를 펼치고 세상을 보고 진정한 힘이 어디에 있는지 깨달으리라. 조잡한 손을 띄고 살덩 그 안에 흐르는 어두운 피까지 약하고 절뚝거리는 결함일 뿐이다. 창조물에게 장난인 쓰레기. 자신이 부족한 존재에 빨리 깨달았지. 그 초월하는 자리에 더 빨리 오르리. 주님을 통해 모든 것이 가능해. 그분 무한한 의지는 굽힘이 없느니라. 주인님에 맞서는 자는 완전히 파괴되리라. 주인님을 섬기는 자는 마음과 영혼을 다 바쳐 온전하게 의심 없이 섬기는 자는 이해할 수 있는 경지를 넘어 저 높은 곳에 이르렀도다.
Anyways, you will turn your attention to the General of Discord. There are assignments for this fight. If you are a DPS in this raid, notably Echo and Sassy, you're going to want to log out of the game, go to the General of Discord, grab the add-on that is in the General of Discord, Automatic Weapon Removal, and input it into your interface add-ons folder. Additionally, Midget, Echo, Tsurugi, you'll want to update your DBM after the raid to the modern version of DBM. Going over assignments for this fight. On the left will be Killian, supported by Arvelia and Midget U. On the left adherent, Midget U, Arvelia, stay on it until it's dead. Little Jazzy, also head over to the left and kill the left adherent. On the right, Small Pants, your only job on the right is to acquire the singular fanatic on the right and bring it as close to the white smoke flare as possible. On the right adherent close, Steam DK, you'll be grabbing right adherent close. MMR Terrorist and Avoniel, you'll be on right adherent close until it is dead. Skinfood, you'll be grabbing far. with Sharded and Caladro being on red adherent far until it is dead. Whatever spawns in the stairs, Aquina, get it to Octillion. In the event that there is a stairs adherent, Aquina, Suffocing Sod, Echo, and Auxilian Sageburner stay on it until it is dead. Watch the spell reflect. And I forgot to change this last part here, one moment. On transition, all mistakes and tricks will be to Octillion off cooldown. Be mindful. Yeah, you can still win shear as Resto, if it's an adherent. Elite Trunk does it all the time. We are on 1 hunter and 2 rogues, so we're down like a misdirect. To that end, as always, in both Phase 1 and Phase 2, do not just tunnel Lady Deathwhisper. Swap to and kill. Adds, starting with the Cult Adherents, do not attack Cult Fanatics until all Cult Adherents are dead, in both Phase 1 and Phase 2. In Phase 2, if you see a Wicked Spirit or Ghost within 15 yards of you, stop your DPS, stop your healing, and move from the Ghost, until you are certain that you are not the target of the Ghost. If you have any questions about this fight, if you don't know what Lady Deathwhisper is on Heroic, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Those who need, there is a fish down by the blue square, Kashamax, Sassy, Suffering Sad, Teleresco. Kashamax, your inner fire. We have 4.5 druids for CCing purposes. The melee DPS should always be Cyclone twice. If there are no melee DPS to Cyclone, then Cyclone range DPS. Do not waste global cooldowns cycloning healers or tanks. It is not necessary. This is a discipline-based, mechanic-based fight. You cannot outgear it. You need to perform properly. If you do not perform properly, we will not kill the boss on Heroic. And if you do, we will, with no deaths. Every single time. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. All-Star, Flask up on pull. I'm also flasking. Full timer is live.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
이게 무슨 소란이지? 감히 이 신성한 땅을 지나가려 해! 여기가 마지막
Adds a spawn to globals and 2 adherents. Octillion, you shouldn't be targeting the adherent at all right now. Use a fanatic boost because you're wasting time on the adherent. That's not your job. Your job is to protect the fanatics. Dominate in 3, dominate in 2, dominate in 1. Get Cyclones on the melee there, stop AoE until they're Cycloned. Get a Cyclone on All-Star as well. That's Cyclone crap as well. Remember, it is 2 Cyclones, not 1. 2 Cyclones, not 1. Aquina, it looks a lot like you got back on the boss without killing the adherent at the back. Aquina the Hunter, can you explain yourself? And also, Echo, Nadzili, and Sage. Why is there an adherent at the back that turned into a zombie? Star effect does not last forever. Curse yourself, Druid. Interesting.
주인님의 힘을 맛보여 주어라.
바닥 조심하세요.
내 의지에 저항하게. 주인님의 아무나 보여주어라.
도망치세요. 도망치세요. 도망치세요.
모습을 기뻐하라. 축복을 주고 이 침입자들 주인님의 힘을 맛보여 주어라.
Stop healing, wipe it up, release someone quickly.
침입자들
도망치세요. 도망치세요. 도망치세요.
신실한 자들이 모습을 육신의 구속에서 해방하노라.
This is cult adherent damage for that pull. Nunzieli, you were specifically assigned to kill adherents and you have 26,000 damage to them. Fix it. That is not a spell that can go on you. I will explain this to you once. Dark Martyrdom is something that the enemy cult fanatics and cult adherents cast. If they complete the cast, they will explode and turn into either a reanimated adherent fanatic or a deformed fanatic. You can stop the cast with Concussion Blow, Shockwave, Typhoon, Polymorph, Hammer of Justice, or any other form of CC. So if you, as the tank, see a warning for Dark Martyrdom, you should try to stop it from happening with your 2 different abilities that can stop it from happening. And for the boomies of the raid, you can stop it with Typhoon. It is an excellent use of Typhoon in this fight. Get back and get buffed. You guys get killed by a horde outside? Alright. Try this once more in Heroic, see what it looks like. Again, I cannot stress just how easy this fight is if you just give it a little bit of respect. There's not a whole lot mechanically going on here. It boils down to swap to and kill the adds, move for the ghosts, sacrifice your DPS to be in the right position at the right time. We're never, ever, ever going to hit the enrage timer. And get a right click at the summoning stone. And again, for the tanks, Octillion and Small Pants, you do not need to think about adherence at all in either phase. It does not matter who they are attacking. You pick up fanatics. If an adherent is on someone, it's going to hit them for like 3,000 damage. If a fanatic is on someone, it's going to hit them for like 16,000 damage. Your job as both tanks is to bring the fanatics to White Smoke Fire. The adherents are gravy. The adherents are dealt with by the Death Knights on the right side, Skinfood and Steam DK. Correct. Take them to the flare and then face them so that your back is to Lady Death Whisper, so they're looking at Lady Death Whisper. No one should get cleaved. Waiting on no one. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. As I eat the fish by the blue square. Pull timer. Do a mage buff for 2. Hey, again, name of the game. Follow the rules. Kill the boss.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
무슨 소란이지?
Well, Jazzy, I meant to say this before, but please do Judgment of Light for uptime purposes. Evaniel and Kaladra do Wisdom.
Gotcha.
And change it when you can. Globals right now should be going into...
조심하세요.
Dana, you seem to still not understand your responsibility because there's a fanatic going around that shouldn't be. Dominating 2, dominating 1. Aquina, do you see the blue square back by the demonic portal, the summoning portal? Between the weapons here? Your job is to get whatever ad spawns from here to Octillion. Yeah, that spawns back here, whether it be a fanatic or adherent. And if it is adherent, then you kill it. New ads are spawning adherent at the back. They spawn it for your convenience. Dominating 5, dominating 4, dominating 3, dominating 2, cut AoE, target only. Cyclones on those, deformed, kite it. Don't let it touch you, even if you're a tank, don't let it touch you. It will kill you, and it cleaves. Continue pushing boss. You may have to do a 4 phase of ads for keep pushing boss. New waves of ads are spawning. Adherent in the back. Team DK, you are not different when you're adherent. Fix it. Push boss to like 15 and then slow on boss. Alright, full pets. Slow on boss. Stop on boss. Full pets. Position for ads. Don't kill yourself on the ads. Don't get back on the boss until Misdirects and Tricks are available. Okay, kill adherents. You have an adherent in the back. On Fanatics only after all adherents are dead. Dominating 5, dominating 4, dominating 3. Dominate. Take the Fanatic down, stun it, stun it. Move into Octillion, go to boss, start doing your current rotation. Small pants ads will come first from the left side in phase 3, not the right but the left, relatively speaking. Watch your threat on transition, Misdirects and Tricks off cooldown to Octillion, Misdirects and Tricks off cooldown to Octillion. Fresh spirits are spawned, stop what you're doing and move from these spirits, stop what you're doing and move from these spirits. Follow me and I'm moving. Fresh spirits are spawning, whatever you're doing, move from these spirits. Adds, globals into Skull, moving from the spirits first, after Skull, X. Remember, small pants, it doesn't matter if you put threat into the adherents, only into the fanatic. Stop popping spirits, your DPS is not that important. Again, you are standing there popping spirits. And that is killing me, right? Go ahead and stop healing, wipe it up. Alright, Velia, share your screen. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to share your screen and type /dbm for me. If you don't, I'm gonna wipe your DKP and kick you from the guild. Share your screen. You say that, but someone else is saying that you had your weapons on and killed 2 melee DPS. 30 seconds. Your computer is not that much of a potato that you cannot share your screen. 20 seconds. Go to Discord and click the button that says share your screen. You cannot be that technically inept. 5 seconds. Okay. Chip, I see you sitting in Discord. You wanna come? Rogue if have. You don't need the profile. The profile is to put your ship back on, not to take it off. Make sure that you have both boxes ticked. Tick the box that says remove weapons by timer always. It will always work. There's also a standalone add-on which you can find in the general Discord. There is no reason not to have both. They will work 100% of the time, set up properly. Several of you popped ghosts that did not need to. There is never a situation where you should pop a ghost. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Your healing does not matter. Your DPS does not matter. Nothing can kill the tanks on this fight. Stop what you are doing until you are absolutely certain that a ghost is not on you. That is the only thing that can truly wipe us here, other than someone failing the mind control. PCs seemed alright. I mean, we got 5 druids. I'd fucking hope they're alright. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. That being said, Aquina, your aspect. Alamiel, Nadzieli, eat the fish. Left adherent, Octillion. Checks to Octillion. It was also on the left. Do not know Octillion, throw your vigilance on someone, will Jazzy your seal.
무슨 소란이지? 감히 이 신성한 땅을 지나가려 해! 여기가 마지막 숨을 거둘 곳이 되리라!
Bubbles into adherence. Adherent in the back. It still doesn't have spell flex shield up, and casters that are assigned to it can be hitting it. Wow, it died without spell flex. Incredible. Dominate. Cyclone, small pants, or whatever. He's a tank, but Cyclone anyway.
주인님의 힘을 맛보여 주라!
조심하세요.
Fresh odds are spawning. Fanatic in the back, Aquina, Misrec, Fanatic in the back, there's a Fanatic in the back, and Misrec with that coming.
내 의지에 저항하기 신의 궁속에서 무능하구나. 주인님의 힘을 맛보여주라.
Up to the ends, in the back. Dominate in 3, dominate in 2, dominate in 1. Push boss. Suspects tricks. Clean. Small pants. Ads will be coming from the right. Indeed.
2단계.
내 손으로 직접 처리해야겠구나. 부질없는 짓임 아직도 깨닫지 못했느냐?
Spirits. Spirits.
부질없는 짓임을 아직도 깨닫지 못했느냐? 내
Move from the
의지에
ghost.
저항하기에는 나약하고 무능하구나.
Spirits.
Fresh spirits. Fresh spirits. Adherence first.
Spirits.
After the adherence, the fanatic. Once again, wipe this up. We have too many people popping spirits. We'll try this one more time. Let me get a replacement
Spirits.
for
어둠을 내
definitely give me
의지에
a moment.
저항하기에 나약하고 무능하구나.
차단. Spirits. 차단.
어둠을 받아들여라.
Spirits.
영원의
차단.
어둠을. 부질없는 짓임을
차단.
아직도 깨닫지 못했느냐?
Open up the lower spire. Escon Citadel, the lower spire. Top one. Yep. Right there. Click that. Click the little plus. Go to Lady Death Whisperer, scroll to the bottom. Okay, you see that other box there that you probably never looked at before that says remove weapons by timer always? Tick that box. That is not ticked. The other little box here, hang on, I'll make it a little more clear. You get the blue marker out. Please refer to the general of Discord. Booming. Yeah. The one that I tell everyone to tick every single time that we do this fight. To type /dbm to navigate to Icecrown Citadel, the lower spire, click on Lady Death Whisperer, scroll to the bottom and tick the box that says remove weapons by timer always. Not just saying it to like waste my breath, I'm saying it so that you go and do it. Get back in here. Good job. We are in no way short of gear score to complete this encounter. It is strictly a brain power issue. I do not enjoy time on Lady Death. We've been sitting in front of her now for about half an hour. I'd much rather just be like on Sarfing or even pushing into Plague Wing right now. But like, I know that we can get this done. Like beyond the weapon and equip issues that have happened on 2 different people now, which you think after the first person fucked it up, like people would double check their add-on, like, to make sure it wasn't going to happen. I did a partial amount. Yeah. It's a more appropriate percentage-based penalty. Again, we could take 10 minutes to kill this fight and it would be okay. Just kill the adds while moving from the ghosts. The amount of damage that goes out from just the bolts does not matter. The only thing that can kill the raid is the Frostbolt Volley plus the Spirit Pop. Once Steam DK is in, we'll ready check, get him buffed, and kill the boss. Let's see. Fish down by the blue square, All-Star, Vijax, Steam DK, Demonstrator, Soul Link with their pet. Nadzieli, Focus Magic, the other mage. Ready check, ideally for all. Echo and Nadzieli, you both need to push the Molten Armor button. 12-second pull timer, brains on, boss dead. Every time, I promise. There's nothing I can do for you other than tell you to not be a complete fuck up.
이게 무슨 소란이지? 이 신성한 땅을 지나가려 해.
Switch to adds, globals into adherents. We have an adherent at the back. For one of our warriors, there is a medic running around. There's 2 mobs for you to deal with here, man.
내 의지에 처할 테니
It's not that complicated.
침입자들에게
Echo the mage, why do you have your weapons on? Like, I feel like we just went over this. Tedoresco, Badaraz, Sassy Shorts, Group 1, give them a,
신실한 자들이 육신의 구속에서 해방하노라.
focus and dive. Dominating 5, dominating 4, dominating 3, dominating 2, dominating 1. Try to CC your
내
friends.
의지에 저항하길 나약한 무능하구나. 축복을 주노니
Both thanks. Man.
침입자들에게 주인님의 힘을
It is especially important to kill the odds in the second phase. Thanks for equip your weapons. All-Star, Innervate, Kashamax, Group 5.
구속에서 해방하노라.
Dominating 1, stop AoE, prepare to CC.
내 의지에 저항하길 나약한
도망치세요.
무능하구나.
What the fuck?
신실한 자들이 육신의 구속에서
Stop on boss pull pets, we'll do another wave. Save her, stop on boss pull pets. Stop on boss pull pets. Stop on boss pull pets. Reformed Fanatic. Range DPS on Skull. All range DPS, stop what you're doing, get on Skull.
도망치세요.
Okay. Delete Fanatic.
도망치세요.
Gently push the boss. Misdirects tricks off cooldown to Octillion. Misdirects tricks off cooldown to Octillion.
2단계.
내 손으로 직접 처리해야겠구나.
차단. 차단.
The left side first. Okay, move from spirits. Watch spirits respond. Open your eyes. Zoom out your camera. Move from spirits. One controls. Cyclone, Steam, DK. Watch spirits. Move from them. Spirits in motion. I'm guessing I'm setting reset when to lift the game. Left side adds. Spirits. Off boss on adds. Fresh spirits spawning. Move from the spirits. Divine, move from the spirits first. Afterwards, Badaraz, Sanduk. Fresh spirits, move from them. That's what you're doing. Move from the spirits. All-star Aquina as you can. Swap to odds first. Ideally, there are odds up and you are tunneling boss while you are over threat on the tank. Spirits, move from them. Move from the spirits. Heading towards that odd cluster.
차단.
자료 공격 성공. 아드레날린 촉진.
Spirits.
Fresh spirits, move from them. Fresh spirits, move from them.
차단.
Fresh spirits, move from them.
차단.
Adds.
차단.
아직도 깨닫지 못했느냐?
You have a button that removes all of your threat as a druid. Come on.
내 의지에
Fresh mind controls.
나약한
Spirits.
무능하구나.
That's an interesting way of saying I'm mind controlled, handle it.
영원의 어둠.
Fresh spirits, move from them. Stop what you're doing and move from the spirits. Heroism, stun.
영원의 어둠.
Move from the spirits. You must move from the spirits.
차단. Spirits. 차단.
내 의지에 저항하길.
Small Pants, what are you doing? Why is there a fanatic just running around killing people?
Spirits.
You have a microphone. You're talking to me right now. Communicate that.
차단. 차단. Spirits.
영원의 어둠.
Steam DK, share your screen again. Let's see if the settings reset when you want to reload. And also take a screenshot of me for your interface add-ons folder and show me if you have the standalone add-on automatic weapon removal. With that box ticked, it should not be possible for your weapons to be on during the one control. Negative. Let's see.
안녕하신가?
Let's see. Sticks. It's extremely curious. What's your latency? Echo, your Molten Armor, Nadzilla, your Focus Magic. Kashimax, your Inner Fire, Small Pants, Octillion, Vigilance targets.
Did you tell him to make an equipment set, Murrow?
Work in progress. Go this timer one way or another. So I'm at one timer. It's plenty of time to do what you need to do. Echo your Molten Armor. And Nadzilla, Focus Magic. Sanduck, your Poisons. Again, we saw 20% there with a series of ups. There's no reason not to see 0%. The only thing holding us back is individual play. Pulls into play.
바닥 조심하세요.
Here in the back. Dominate 4, dominate 3, dominate 2, dominate 1.
내 의지에
Cyclone midgets.
이 침입자들이 주인님의 힘을 맛보여 주라. 신실한 자들
Adherent in the back.
속에서
Deformed.
바닥 조심하세요.
Damn it. You've done this fight before. What do you think you are doing?
도망치세요.
무능하구나.
That's obviously not what fucking happened, is it?
일어나라! 순수한 모습을 기뻐하라!
Like,
주인님의
what's your shield wall down to?
의지에 저항하라!
So it's not bound to anything is the answer.
무능하구나!
If you are going to take a deformed fanatic, you need to shield wall.
도망치세요.
복을 주노니 진짜 주인님의 힘을 맛보여 주라!
바닥 조심하세요.
Swap to odds.
신실한
Yep, swap to odds.
불신의 궁속에
I will take the deformed fanatic. Melee DPS. Hijack. Height. Range DPS on the turn, dominate coming out.
의지에 저항하기
The rest go kite.
주인님의 힘을 맛보여 주라!
Podoresco, Battle Res, Surugi, Group 1. Push boss.
2단계.
This Jax tricks Octillion off cooldown.
직접 처리해야겠구나!
차단. 차단.
Dominate 5. Ghosts. Move from Ghosts first, and then CC moving from Ghosts.
차단.
내 의지에 저항하기 무능하구나!
차단.
Yeah, out of that you can paralyze and move from Ghosts first. Move from Ghosts first.
차단. 차단. 차단.
Adds.
차단.
Best spirits. Classy shorts, Battle Res, All-Star when you can.
저항하기
Move from spirits.
무능하구나!
차단.
Fresh spirits, move from them.
차단.
All-Star, you should be able to take that.
차단.
Adherence, Skull, X. Move from Ghosts first. Fresh spirits, move from them. Spirits in motion.
내 의지에 저항하기
차단.
무능하구나!
Fresh spirits, move from them. Stop what you're doing and move from the spirits.
차단.
You can bring it over across the
차단.
if you have a battle res, use it to level the move from Ghost first and then on odds. Move from Ghost first and then on odds. Fresh spirits respond. Move from the spirits.
무능하구나!
Like fucking mage, blink away from the spirit really quick. Sharded, what killed you? Did you get cleaved?
차단.
Swap the adherent. Move from the spirits, yes.
내 의지에 저항하기
차단.
나약한 무능하구나!
Yep, away from these spirits.
차단.
부질없는 짓임. 아직도 깨닫지 못했느냐?
Push boss, whatever you're doing, click levels into stay away from the spirits, of course, but levels into lady.
차단. 차단.
Spirits. Healing.
차단.
Small pants pick up both fanatics. Levels into lady, remove from the spirits, levels into lady. Away from the spirits,
내 의지에
levels
저항하기
into lady.
차단.
무능하구나.
Okay.
Spirits.
주인님의 계획
Floppy, but there, that's a good time for this.
죽음을 피할 수 없다.
There are quite a few good typhoons that can be done in Icecrown Citadel. Super clean. Taking a brief trip back to Lord Margar. Top bone spike damagers, Ironial and Martyr shredded. As for the kill on Lady Death Whisper, that really should not be the case. We'll take Strike's line. Small Pants should not be fucking number 1 on cult fanatic damage as the goddamn tank. Who in phase 1 is tanking 1 fanatic. Let's move up. Kill these sides. Hijack, Skinfood, and Terrorist. As for appearance, and my Terrorist, All-Star, and Romeo, top 3. Sturdy the Warlock. Here we go. Have like flip damage on the appearance. There's the exception. Not the play, my guy.
영웅들이여, 와주셔서 참으로 다행입니다. 오그림의 망치오는 이미 떠났습니다. 서둘러 하늘
As for the deform that came out, Fijax and Toto. As for interrupts for Lady Death Whisperer, almost a fully right time. Maltera, Sandok, Skinfood. Echo and Nunzili, you guys both have a counterspell. It's also global cooldown. Use it. It's good. Octillion will be your jumping tank. He has a star on his head, misdirects and tricks temporarily to small pants. That being said, you do not ever need to actually attack the ads on our boat. Make sure that you get a jetpack from Zaphod Boombox. Do not hop in a cannon just yet. We cannot buff you in a cannon. A fish is down by the blue square. All-star demonstrator Claudio, Little Jazzy, Octillion started. The rest goes through eat the fish by the blue square. And once again, everyone get your jetpack from Zaphod at Boombox. Stay ready, check a delay for pull. Midget.
속도를 올려라.
Rest in peace, Midget.
제군들 곧 운명과 마주할 것이다. 꼭 붙들어라.
Inside.
도대체 저게 뭐지? 저런 망원경을 주게. 수염 떨어질 뻔.
Yeah,
저드가 빠른 속도로 접근 중이다.
personally speaking, I consider Lady to be like one of the easiest fights in here on Heroic,
4, 3,
and so it is like cripplingly depressing to
이런 놈들 기습 공격을
wipe
하다니.
on the fight. But you know, here we are.
싸움이 아니다.
Here we are.
여기를 벗을 수밖에 없다. 내가 길 싸움이 아니라 탈자. 하사관 공격하라. 그렇지만 난 아서스에게 갚아야 할 원수가 있으니 이건
Oh,
뭐지?
I do have a handy dandy 4-hour raid window. I'll make use of it. Midget, you made it in? Holy shit. Thought you were, looking outside.
이건 뭐지? 이 아이언 포지에 왜가 있던 전체가 공격받고 있다. 전투 마법사를 불러 저 대포를 막아버려라. 오기 도착비야 더 빨리 던져라.
Seem to have gotten to explain yourself.
오기 도착비야 더 빨리 던져라.
4, 3,
전체가 공격받고 있다. 전투 마법사를 불러 저 대포탈자 하사관 공격하라. 이건 뭐지? 도착비야 더 빨리 던져라. 그냥 차지하지는 못한다. 도착비야 더 빨리 던져라. 악당놈들 분명히 경고했다. 경제자비요 전진.
I need to bid this corpse stun coin because I cannot hold it. This will also serve as an explanation as to how bidding works here for those who are new, notably Echo and Sassy Shorts. You're going to see an item go out into raid warning. In this case, it is the corpse tongue coin. I will announce verbally that corpse tongue coin is out for bid. At that time, you will whisper me a number up to your available DKP, which you can see in your officer note or by whispering $DKP. If that was unclear and you have additional questions, let me know either through direct messages or whispers or guild chat. I will try to explain further, but I think it is reasonably explanatory. That being said, I am closing bid on the corpse tongue coin. We have a tie on the corpse tongue coin. Calacho and Little Jazzy, please do a /random/roll/end. Alrighty, moving on. Mammoths route, you can repair and refish your reagents at the Mammoths, which I encourage you to do so given the death that we experienced. Anzili fish by the blue square. Misdirects and tricks are two octillion. Rogues, after your initial tricks, trade each other or give to a high DPS. Marks 1+2 will be going to Marona, be handled by Marona. Mark 3 will be handled by Divine. Mark 4, Kashamak. Huckabee, you are always on the active tank. Range DPS healers at this time, type /range 12. Be at least 12 yards apart from one other person or directly inside of one other person. Octillion, throw your vigilance on whoever it's meant to be on.
그러면 이동하자.
Putting the roleplay
이동.
now. Sage, your inner fire. Mages do a mage buff, 7 missing. And just, like, stop
Flask
control.
ran out, guys. You should have checked.
So true. Aquina, Demonstrator, Kashmak, Shredded Skin Foods, Assad, Flask Up. We are, I guess, an hour into this period since. Wow.
오크 혼자서 얼라이언스의 힘에 맞서겠다고? 돌격!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do a hold. Beast in 4, 3, 2, 1. Single target damage into Blood Beast at this time. Blood Beast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single target damage into Blood Beast. And they type in if you are in danger of staying on the site from next Mark on Avonio, and we'll beacon Avonio for the rest of the fights. Haku, and Flashback. So go down. Next set of Blood Beasts, if they come at all, you can activate. Blood Beast Damagers. Got Lil Jazzy, Phydrax, and Aquina in the top
저게 사울
3.
팽의 아들이다. 분노의 관문에서 호들을 지휘했던 자지. 정말 비참한 최후로. 저게 뭐지? 저기 멀리 말이다.
Who is supposed to be getting SFS? Is it Skinfood? Is it Sharded? Alright. Skinfood, it should be new bugs.
또 합니다. 시왕의 손길이 느껴지네. 우릴 보고 있어.
As for just overall damage on Sarfang, which is the closest thing we have to a target dummy, you can see that no one is under like 11,000, with the Warlock being our bottom at almost 12. Again, you're not short from damage output, even higher range, quite a few things. Single target globals into skull. Into skull. Destroy the other mission. Big damage. No, the damage. Belt coming down in the back. Ret Paladin to stay away from the belt until it is passed. It's passed. 2 tanks, 2 mobs, 1 more member. Oh, now I'm mage. Did you shadow mold or did it? No, you must have shadow molded it. No reason not for the entire raid to be firmly stocked on blue square here, so we definitely have to do that which is over here. Got firmly on blue square. Okay, we got player out. Alright. Gonna do some Malgar loot, pay attention. Good question. Leg guards of Lost Hope have become the current active bed. Place bid if interested in the leg guards of Lost Hope. Place bid of leg guards of Lost Hope. Rusted Bones by Pauldrons have become the current active bed. Summon Divine Shield. Bid Control the Bone Arbiter. Place bid Control the Bone Arbiter. Right, hang on. Happens more than you think. Sure. Closebid, Brenshaw, the Bone Arbiter. Lady Loot. Shoulders of Mercy Killing. Placebid, Shoulders of Mercy Killing.
Chaos Scientist.
We do indeed have a Plague Scientist in the back. Replace the Plague Scientist in the back. Closebid, Shoulders of Mercy Killing. Cultists, Bloodsoaked Spalders, Cultists, Bloodsoaked Spalders. Yeah. For all the work that is put into Lady, there's only a couple of pieces that are good enough for, and a lot of it's just dog shit. Close bid, Cultist, Bloodsoaked Spalders. Open bid, Death Whisper Raiment. Place bid, Death Whisper Raiment. Fish down by the blue square. On pull, Flask up, All-Star, Kashmak, Sharded. Yo, what's up? You can take those together. Yes. Yeah. Anytime like a new big ooze is created, it'll, yeah. Mr. X and Trix already Octillion. The ooze tank is small pants. If you're a melee DPS in this fight, never leave melee range. Range DPS kneelers never enter melee range. You can take a little ooze to another little ooze, but never take a little ooze to a big ooze. Everyone came back ready on the ready check. Here's a 19-second pull timer. Yeah, Mr. X and Trix onto Octillion. No.
4,
They're not that good at that. War main. Move in, deploy totems and heroism. Have a big ooze in melee soon. Small pants, if you want to melee it for a bit, also, small pants, you need to face your character towards the wall. It spits based on where your character is facing. And so you can keep the floor clear. See that happen on just again. Potential beggars and melee, two levels next to each other. Hold up. All-Star if in range, Batara's Divine Mist. If not, if in range, Batara's Divine Mist. Just taunt it quickly and get that with it. Last of the song sprays.
끔찍한 소식이에요, 여러분. 썩은 얼굴이 죽었답니다. 그런데 끝내주는 소식도 있어요, 여러분. 썩은 얼굴은 죽어서 수액을 넘겼답니다. 아니, 제가 이런 명언을 알다니.
If you need this drop phase of synthetic blood, do /random/roll/rand. On the note of /random/roll/rand, Tedesco and Little Jazzy, you guys tied on the death experiment. Tedesco and Little Jazzy, do /random/roll/rand.
You give it to him.
Word. Cannot assign item to that player. I tried. Gunship loot, skeleton lord circle. Place bed. Close bid, skeleton lord's circle. Bone guard, commanders, pauldrons. Discuss it with Mr. Jazzy.
Hell no.
Oh man. Mr. X Tricks, Octillion, small pan soft tank. Sage, your shadow form. Azalea, what do you need? Both warriors, vigilance, whoever you've been vigilancing the entire night. Full timer's live. Plug that midget. You can save your plug for a rainy day, I guess. One melee score out. At the very least, that's not good. That makes sense.
당신이 대상입니다.
Small pants, pop blast in and small flip off. Yeah, you'll be right at small pants has lost, Octarian, you're at 8 rifles or whatever. Yeah.
방역 데미지 들어옵니다.
Defensives. Yep. Two classes that could have very much saved themselves. Better as Kashimak, Street 5. Quadro, you have a open shield wall and divine shield. You should be popping up one of those two. Engine flight. And midget the road, you can take the engine flight. Take effectively the damage.
프린스, 언제나 제일 좋아했어. 썩은 얼굴 다음으로 말이야. 좋은 소식이라면 네가 가스를 많이 남겼어. 내가 맛볼 수 있다는 거야.
Would be stupid. Bunker remark, normal, Paladin, Priest, Warlock. Buzz bed. We have another Conqueror Mark normal, Paladin, Priest, Warlock. Closing dead. Tusks maximize discards. Tusks maximize discards. Should have some blood trash incoming here. Hunters, rogues, tanks, DPS. Red wing trash. So bid costs maximize discards. Open bid, heroic, protector mark, warrior, hunter, shaman. Heroic, protector mark, warrior, hunter, shaman. as one way to secure a protector mark. Dual-bladed pauldrons. Fish by the blue square. Closed bed, dual-bladed pauldrons. Rib spreader. Closed bed, rib spreader. Bile encrusted medallion. I honestly couldn't give less of a shit. Bile encrusted medallion. Closed bed, bile encrusted medallion. Alrighty, again, we'll be trying this at least once on Heroic, see what it looks like. There is a bit of a DPS check here, however, that DPS check will be easily met with the DPS that we have in the raid, if, again, you respect the mechanics that are present in this fight. A brief overview for anyone whose memory may have lapsed, or for those who are new. At the beginning of the fight, you will not pop any of your major cooldowns. Anything that has longer than a 1 minute cooldown, you will not use it at the start of the fight. You will hold Wings, you'll hold Gargoyle, you'll hold Mirror Images, you're going to hold all those cooldowns for first transition. That's a question, isn't it? I'll get there. Which one of you retards knows how to A-bomb? Okay. Small Pants, we'll see how you do on A-bomb. Miss Jackson checks will be to Octillion. We will stop DPS at 85% to engage the first green ooze. Whether it is a green ooze or a red ooze, you want to be at your max possible range or further from the ooze until it is targeted, and then move to engage it. Sure, that's fine. That's it.
Mura, do you mind going over that plague thing that happens?
Yeah, 1 second. I'll get there. A player will get a debuff on them called Unbound Plague. It's like bugged as fuck on Warmane, so if you get it on you, just pass it to someone else and just keep passing it until the plague duration is over. Just do not pass it to the tank, but if you have the plague on you, run into close proximity of another player. That's all you have to do with the Unbound Plague. Watch your debuffs, run to another player if you have it.
Is there a reason to not pass it to the tank besides damage?
So over time, it scales up the damage, right? And the tank isn't going to typically have people in close proximity of him, and it'll like one-shot the tank eventually, right? So yeah, ideally don't pass it to the tank. Rep Paladins, Little Jazzy, Evaniel, and Caladro unironically put Hand of Reckoning on your bar. You can use it on the oozes for increased damage. Just don't taunt Putricide unless called for. Anyways, first transition will happen at 80%. You'll be assigned a debuff that is either red in color or green in color. You can only attack the ooze that you have the same color as. So green attacks green, red attacks red. You will do 3 malleable goos, all targeted on different players. Dodge the malleable goos. If you're able to stack for the green ooze target, do so. Second transition, we will get through with the Shaman button, and then we'll kill the boss. If throughout the entire fight you dodge malleables and move out of slime puddles, there's nothing that can kill you here. Here is a ready check, ideally for Paul. If you have any particular questions, do let me know. Hang on. You're gonna have energy income from Divine. That being said, what you're gonna do is the A-bomb. You could watch the first minute of that, you did. The first 2 puddles come out, right? Depending on the distance they are from each other, and even if they're far away from each other, you go into one puddle, you slurp it a bit, and then you go to the other puddle, and you slurp it a bit, and then you go back to the first one, and until the next set of puddles is about to spawn, you don't finish off those initial 2 puddles, so that you can cap out your energy, and you slow the first green, and you'll still be able to slow both oozes on transition if you've done it properly. Midget, you the rogue, are you here? Are you DC'd? Message me if you're back. In the meantime, I'll look for a replacement. Please deploy a summoning stone, either warlock. Thank you. So he wasn't DC'd, he was just AFK. So now he's out of the instance. Very good. Big thing about being in any of these raids, if you are going to AFK, notify in raid chat or through whisper. If a ready check comes around and I don't know where you are, it is equivalent to wiping out Lady Deathless Fair. Future reference. There's a Jeeves down. Repair and refish your reagents at the Jeeves. Confirmation ready check, ideally for Paul. Got Kings on Hunters. And Griffle, are you good to go? Misdirects and Tricks are to Octillion. Okay. Those Misdirects and Tricks onto Octillion. Remember, you're not popping any major cooldowns at the start. But paladins as you can put a small knight from the A-bomb. Melee DPS go to Greeners, melee DPS go to Greeners, range DPS continue on the boss for now. You can finish one of those puddles, finish the one at the table I guess. And slow the Greeners. Finish that because Greeners better spawn. Finish that and use the one under the green. Finish that one under green. Suck. Big suck. A little behind the back to the green if able. Get distance from the green, whatever you're doing, get distance from the green.
바닥 들어가세요.
Back to the green if able.
타겟 바꾸세요. 바닥 들어가세요.
느낌도 이건 어디서 온 거지?
바닥 들어가세요.
So like the big issue here is like you as the A-bomb did exactly 0 damage to the oozes at any point because you failed to like finish the puddle at the table. And you should be like hitting the green ooze. Like especially like you had a perfect puddle under the green, right? To like hit the green with. And you just weren't there to do it. Who was the first target of the gas cloud? That's something I was looking at.
어쩐 일인가?
Okay. Demonstrator, the warlock. If you were not the target of the gas cloud, you should not be at 100,000 damage on the gas cloud. Silver lining, Jeeves is still up. Repair any fishy reagents out the Jeeves. Nearby Stalker's Cord, bidding. Close bid at Nearby Stalker's Cord. Perhaps. Perhaps. Lingering illness is bidding. Close bid, lingering illness. Black Rose is bidding. Hmm. Small pants, go DPS for the moment. You actually did a better job than most would have in the A-bomb. Get a summon on Shanxi. Divine, Kashimax, and So Fucking Sad, you guys are going to be 3 healing without a Holy Paladin. I believe in you. You do have 4 innervates to pull from, so, you know. Do priest buffs, on Fancy, trade your focus magics, do a mage buff, echo your molten armor, Kashimax your inner fire. Your misdirects and tricks will still be to Octillion, but Morona is your off tank, and I will set myself as such on raid frames. Divine, just wrangle one of the druids for yourself. Make whisper them and make them your innervate bitch. Hijacked, go back, Boomy. I did not call for you to go resto. We'll be alright. And if we're not, then I will have you rotate. Huckabee, Kashimax, and Divine are all excellent healers. There's no intrinsic need for a Holy Paladin on this fight.
Sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
SX checks Octillion. That's right. A-bomb in 30. Melee DPS the green ooze, melee DPS the green ooze spawn, melee DPS all flags green. Range DPS, go ahead and stop on boss as well. Pull pets, all globals into the green ooze that is about to be coming out. Stop on boss, globals into the... Bossy Shorts, you died because you didn't pass your Unbound Plague. Kashimax, don't be shy about using pan set when we're playing this target. Stop the green. Distance from green, distance from green. Distance from green.
바닥 들어가세요.
Which green? Fancy turn and break. Got it. Okay. Malleables in 10. You cannot afford to take unnecessary damage here. Out of slime puddles and out of malleables both in about 5 seconds. Open eyes, dodge malleables, they bounce with it. Slime puddles soon. Range DPS gas cloud, melee DPS waiting. Gas cloud, that's Ruby. That's Ruby Shadow Word. Dodge malleables, dodge malleables. Echo the mage, open your eyes, don't slam your triple dust. Flash your sword to innovate, just go through group 5. Dodge malleables. Green ooze, max range or further, it's targeting.
바닥 들어가세요.
Damage into it.
당신이 대상입니다.
Stack forward if you're able. Malleables are bouncing, open your eyes, dodge the malleables.
바닥 들어가세요.
Turn and blink, dumbass mage. Dumbass fucking mage, blink.
당신이 대상입니다.
Dodge malleables. End up. Okay. Gonna do one more green. We got it cooking. Move. Please, Todoroska move. Todoroska. Dodge malleables, they're bouncing. Dodge malleables. Gentle on boss. Melee off. Melee off. Boss. Range. Anatide, Silver Sod. Sage, Hymn of Hope. Stopping on boss. Stopping on boss. Out of the slime puddles, dodge the malleables. Go, yes, that's the implication.
바닥 들어가세요.
Green is, it hits push boss. Todoroska, you can battle as the mage. You're free. Dodge malleables first. Todoroska, get that battle res out if he's in range. You've been assigned a color position based off of
바닥 들어가세요.
Echo, kiting, gas cloud. Stacking for the green if able. Distance from the green, distance from the green, distance from the green.
바닥 들어가세요.
Stacking for the green if able.
3단계.
Lillian, how's the boss? Finish that green. Hit. Green on 1.
당신이
Lillian on
대상입니다.
2. Now that's bouncing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking ahead of the face. Hunter, Aquina, fastest before, but just backing shot the boss. Hunter. The stacking shot, Aquina. Stacking shot. Okay, that should be good from here. Let's go take one more. No, you cannot. No, dumbass. This again falls into like mechanics that you don't understand after playing here for I don't know how long. Probably longer than me. Fuck, I don't know. Like, the mutated plague isn't a tank debuff, it's a raid penalty. For each stack of mutated plague that is on the tank, every time Professor Putricide melees that tank, or melees in general, the raid takes damage based off the number of mutated plagues that are stacked on the target. And it stacks exponentially. whoever it's like, if one person goes to 4, it then starts like hitting the raid for like 10,000 damage per second. And if you go to 5, then it's like in the card GG. You can live at 4 for a little bit with like divine hymns and D-Socks, but not long. Hang on, I'll bring up the Wotlk article for you.
반갑습니다.
Here. Yes. No one can move into So, do not move into exactly where you are. Small pants, go back until otherwise noted. It's in the general. So Sarfang is the one, Mark of the Fallen Champion. He does damage to like his targets when he melees. In the case of Mutated Plague, it is damage out of the Mutated Plague based on the number of times every 3 seconds. I believe those values that you're seeing on the wiki are also like the normal values on the and we are not moving up. As we're going to debuff, pop here, taking assignments. Remain exactly where you are. Because I'll star and through you. It's safe for everyone to attack this Valkyrie. Small pants on skull, clean on X. How about that? Echo and Echo and Chansey puts Ice Lance on your bar if it's not there already. I might freaking. Also, we are 1 hour and 50 minutes into the raid since Margar. If you need a flask, trade blue square with gold for a flask. As we move into the Bloodwing, I'd recommend popping a fresh flask. Not yet, but as we move in. Misdirects and tricks will be going to Octillion. Small pants will be on Kelseth. Demonstrator the Warlock. Use Curse of Tongues on Volinar from the start, and whenever he is the active empowered mob. Everyone spread out. Don't knock back healers or tanks. Aquina, after you do your initial misdirect, you exist to keep kinetics up with your body and your pet. That being said, Echo and Chansey and Todoresco and All-Star and Phydrax and Sassy Shorts, you can Ice Lance and Moonfire kinetic orbs around the room if Aquina is otherwise occupied. Demonstrator and Sarugi, you could put your pets on them if it's a problem. Sarugi especially since you're Affliction. Here's a ready check, ideally from home. For anyone who... Oh fuck, I didn't realize you were a hunter. Yeah, okay. And no, in that case, yes, you also exist to do kinetics after your initial misdirects, and hunter or boomies and mages, they'll keep an eye out on it, but less so than if we were solo hunting. Do a mage buff. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. Let's get it done. Your flask has like between 1 and 8 minutes on it. I would recommend just popping yourself a nice fresh flask. For the melee DPS, I would encourage you to wait like just a moment to attack Volinar, just like one or two GCDs, you know? Just like a moment. That way you're not on the floor. Yeah. Let the misdirects and tricks go out, you know? 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
잠시 물러나서 우주의 힘, 빨간 날에는 목숨을 행하리라.
Melee DPS, I would encourage you to head to the walls. Power shot vortex. Vortex casting.
내 희가 각을 이루리라.
Kelseth is the new target.
Guys are killing the nuclear.
Calderam, you can heroism. Do not nuke the raid with the empowered plan. You may have slightly killed yourself, but I'll take that over you if I Back on Kelseth, 8%. Erez on
looks just like later, to be fair. Might end up getting it.
what the greeners do. Is combined ooze damage for Putricide. Pot being Phyjax, Chansey, and All-Star.
So for clarification on melee stacking on greeners, when should we do that?
The very first greeners, if we're not pushing, we must not forward. And then if we are like holding, have a 15 transition, you go and stack them. Otherwise, we don't. Fish down for those who need. Misdirects and tricks will be to Octillion. The entire raid will stack in a singular point initially represented by this white smoke flare, but also I'll have like a blue square on my head. Hunters, make sure that you're moving in for Pact of the Darkfallen. The main thing here is if you have the debuff on you, Swarming Shadows, you cannot remain in the raid or you will wipe us. You must immediately move out. You can Ice Block it, you can Cloak of Shadows it, you can AMS it if you're fast enough, but you must not drop Swarming Shadows on the raid, or you will kill us all. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. Do priest buffs for 1, Unpull, Flask Up, Haku. Get your Misdirects and Tricks onto Octillion. Small pants be in the triangle. Here we go. Getting stacked, getting stacked.
잠시 후 연결.
Swarming Shadows, Small Potato, Sassy Shorts.
잠시 후 연결.
That's number 1. Swarming Shadows 5.
잠시 후 연결.
Coming Shadows 3. Sage.
잠시 후 연결.
Shadows plus fear in 5 seconds. That target is
잠시 후 공지.
Fina. Soft spread.
탐지하세요.
It's fine. Little Jazzy, go ahead and Aura Mastery, start getting stacked, start getting that white smoke flare, stack.
잠시 후 연결.
Okay, Swimming Shadows 3, no potato. Target is Quadro.
잠시 후 연결.
Indeed, do manage to die. Purple. Do you end up on the other fight?
잠시 후 연결.
Swimming Shadows 1, Swimming Shadows end up.
잠시 후 공포.
Off spread. Hold on.
탐지하세요.
Well, I appreciate the initiative, Evaniel. You were mastery on concentration, which does not increase our shadow resistance.
잠시 후 연결.
우리 잘 지냈잖아. 아주 진하게.
Be sure to turn in your quest before heading over to the Frostwing.
무슨 일이시죠? 안녕히 가십시오.
Hey, it's the thing. Very good.
은빛 십자군 형제들이여, 전투를 준비하시오. 브레이클놈들은 목숨 걸고.
Gonna burn through some normal marks here. Protector mark normal. Place dead, warrior hunter shaman.
잡담 그만하시오. 용사들이 도착했어. 전당을 돌파하는 동안 그들을 지원하시오.
Tanks, you can take us into the Frostwing.
배신자일 뿐이다. 오너라, 두 번째 죽음을 맞이해라.
Let me get some cards CC on the blue square. Pulling up section or something. Echo, charge. Once this Deathbringer is at 50% HP and needs someone who has the frag belt on their belts, to go up and frag belt the upper left shockfinder. Mr. Shorter did enjoy this after the belt to your belt. Should there are other engineers here behind the table, that's unexpected. Manuel.
To replace the belt buckle?
It does not replace the belt buckle, it stacks with the belt buckle. If it replaced the belt buckle, I would not be telling people to do it. But you can use it with the belt buckle, and so... Actually, yes, get like a green belt and put my belt on it, so you can switch to it. Yep. You put it on before we start the first gauntlet. Can you just take the slot off?
Do you only get range to do that?
No, anyone who is an engineer should put 5 bells on the belt.
That was a stupid question, so.
Okay.
계속 싸우십시오.
Current active bid. I think should mark normal for like definitely in good. Absolutely. And it's better than nothing at least in PvE, but it's not hyperspeed accelerators.
나를 도울 지원군이 곧 올 거요. 신속히 처치해야 하오.
멍청한 크로. 우리 군대를 키워주려고 사람들을
Conqueror
모아왔군.
mark normal, Paladin Priest Warlock.
은빛 십자군 용사들이여.
이 힘은
수왕을 섬겨라.
모든 사라지다니. 내가 주의를 끌어보겠어. 형제들을 무덤으로 돌려보내고 나서 나를 도와주시오.
누가 진짜 용사 호칭을 들을 자격이 있는지 주인님께 보여주리라.
Another Conqueror mark normal, Paladin Priest Warlock.
뭐야? 너무 쉽게 죽지 않아?
Yo, Maru, I got the Holy Pally pants. Are they worth using?
Pre-raid, you'd want to either use the crafted pants or run yourself a 10-man. There are quite literally 3 different pairs of pants you can get for free out of 10-man that are spell power, crit, and haste. One off Margar, one off EP, I think, and I can't remember the third one. Yeah, spell legs. And yeah, exactly. The thing with the blacksmith ones is it's like, you know, a couple thousand gold, right? But like, you could just do like a 10-man and get them for free.
그럼 네가 옳았을지.
But yes, also you just like craft the legs, the pierce steel leg plates.
공유의 죽음은
Yeah, but 251's better than like
십자군의 이름으로 살다 죽었어.
277, even with MP.
Yes, probably. Like crit haste is better than MP5 in pretty much all scenarios, even at 251. But also all the bosses that drop those pants can be done very easily on heroic, even if you're not doing the campaign. Dying Light bidding. Close bid. Dying Light, bid close.
Yeah, I just got the shit out of VOA, and why would I even keep the shit, right?
Well, if it gets you 2-piece, you would wear it, because 2-piece is critical to playing on Paladin. But if not, then whatever. Everyone's come back ready on the ready check. On pull, Little Jazzy Circle, Avonian Triangle, Quadro Circle, M Martyris Triangle, Sharded Circle, Criffle, Star, Aquina Moon, Echo Moon, Chansey Star, Sage Burner Moon, Demonstrator Moon, and whatever, I don't care. For the shit. Get Shadow Protection on the raid.
받아다오. 더는 저들을 붙들어둘 수 없다. 이
A-bomb
상처를
left.
치유해다오.
A-bomb does a frontal spew. Swimmers, the blue square, and go up and to the right. Those of you who are swimming, go to the blue square, they'll go up and then to the right.
강력 데미지 들어옵니다.
Following the blue square.
Suppressor spawn.
Swimmers once again to the blue squares. Next to the blue square. And the dark range of earth.
Blazing in back.
광역 데미지 들어옵니다.
마법차 단장.
Suppressor spawn.
Swimmers to the blue square. The end of that.
Blazing back.
광역 데미지 들어옵니다.
Do a heroism.
힘이
Divine
돌아오고
Hymn
있다.
Priests.
영웅들이여, 계속
No, not him, of course, Divine Hymn.
Suppressor spawn.
다시 힘을 얻었다. 이세라여, 더러운 생명들의 안식을 내릴 수 있도록 은혜를 베푸소서.
Treasure. In the meantime, Taldarm's plated fists are bidding. Place bid Taldarm's plated fists. Tanks, you can probably take us to the center of the room.
서리 여왕께 다가가도록 두지 않겠다. 서둘러라. 서두를 막아라.
Close bid Taldarm's plated fists. Close, place bed, close. First pair, Sandland, Neutral Gloves, bid close. Heading to Saucy Shorts. Open bid, second pair, Sandland, second pair, Sandland, Neutral Gloves. Mediums, Eternal Filtering, no hitting. Mediums, Eternal Filtering. Nightmare Ender, hitting. Place mid at Nightmare. Good, is anyone in the raid that has a combat rogue that they would want to swap to for Sindragosa? That's like preferably, yeah. Who's that? Yeah, be okay.
여기까지 오다니 너무나 어리석.
Yeah, I'll start temporarily. No, well, maybe. And then All-Star can rotate if he's not hunting anything else in Sindragosa, then it makes the most sense. Trip, rotate Shaman, and Phydrax rotate Resto Druid. Not quite, Sassy. You will kill the raid if you do that, most likely. Not quite. I'll go over that in a moment, verbally. Rigor Mortis, spitting, place bid, Rigor Mortis. Yeah, small pants, switch to DPS. One sec. Frostbreed, Sapphire Ring, bidding, place bid, Frostbreed, Sapphire Ring. Close bid, Frostbreed, Sapphire Ring, Frostbreed, Sapphire Ring. Zodi check is not quite full. Just to kind of see who's here and who's not. If you have like a full and complete standing of the Flindergosa fight, you can take 2 minutes to do like a very brief stretch. Get yourself a water. For those who don't, stick around for a moment. I'll get to that. We're gonna try it on Herlock and see how it goes. Yeah, so that's the first half. Second half.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like an equation.
Right, for everyone who is a caster or healer in this raid, it is an incredibly simple rule to follow. Do not cast with Unchained Magic at any phase, especially phase 3. If in phase 3 you are a mage and you get Unchained Magic, immediately Ice Block and then just play the game as normal. Once the second Unchained Magic in phase 3 has gone out, which is 30 seconds after the first one, you would then cast until either she is dead or we are dead without stopping ever. Typically speaking, this secondary Unchained Magic is applied right around when she does the Blistering Cold, either right before or right after. It is very easy to be like mid-cast as the Blistering happens, and end up with like 1 stack of instability. As you are running out of the Blistering, you need to make sure that you are doing instant cast spells. Even if it seems like silly, make sure you're doing like, Moonfire, Ice Lance, Fire Blast, Power Shielding, Riptide, Holy Shock, Rejuving. Make sure that you are casting at all times after the Blistering Cold, not before. in Phase 3. If any of that was unclear in any way, do let me know. We have the DPS to get this done if everyone stays alive and we enter Phase 3 with everyone alive. Like activating GTS. Okay. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. However, before we pull, I will bid this heroic protector mark, which we have 2 of. However, I'll bid just the 1 for now, off of PP. Heroic protector mark, warrior, hunter, shaman is the current active bid. Close bid, heroic protector mark, warrior, hunter, shaman. First one is heading to Octillion. I'll give you that one instead. Okay. Make sure that you are fast up going into this pull. Ultrix, Kashmax, Criffle, and Sharded. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. Let's see what it looks like.
5, 4, 3.
About an hour and a half left in the raid. Everyone who is not a hunter should be firmly stacked on the blue square. If you have just 1 stack of instability, you do not need to run out with it, especially in these phases. You can just remain in the cluster. First Unchained has been applied. Again, if you have just 1 stack, you don't need to move out with it, and otherwise do not cast with Unchained Magic. Very simple rule. If Unchained Magic takes away from the boss or the cluster ability, then you're ready to run out of this cluster. Running out of the blister. Wow. Ultrix, you have sprint and rocket boots. Okay. I see. Ice Tombs. Steam Decay, Demonstrator, Kashmax, Sassy, Divine, Phydrax. Upper left bomb. Tunes to 30. Just AFK during the air phase, bring tunes to 30. Alright, 110,000 HP. Watch your dots on them. Upper middle bomb. Stop on that middle at 20. A little more pepper right. Much more pepper right actually, because that was last bomb. Break right tunes. When breaking tombs, always break the right ones first, because that's where chance of placing, so right and left. Todorevsko, that was Sarugi Group 1. And... Sarugi, are you disconnected, or what are you waiting for? Okay. You can use your demonic portal to escape the full string every time. I'm not sure if you want to follow on this way. All chains, have you put batteries in your keyboard? Another listening? Okay. To that end, Phydrax, Sadaras, I'll check. Okay.
중첩 높음
Ice Tombs. 6 targets. Raiden Lord, Demonstrator, Cripple, Cashmax, Quadra, Divine. Hard right bomb. 30, don't want to do that. Upper right bomb. Play gentle on right at this point. It's pretty good. Stuff on right. Hard right bomb. Or up right. Stuff on middle. A little pepper on left. Not much though. Close middle bomb. Break. Down hunters. Square. H-Pella, Unchained, Divine Keep up to Push boss 240, and then we're gonna stop. Non-demonology pets can be pulled off the boss after this turn. Gentle on Sindragosa, again stop, drop your stop and everything, stop on Sindragosa. No more damage on Sindragosa for another 20 seconds. Turn to her belly and face away from her belly. Air phase in 15. This is a call for damage over time effects. Get any and all damage over time effects on Sindragosa, not a call for push, just a call for dots. Go ahead and push. Plus one. Push. Steam Decay, Mortaris, Cashmax, Todorosco, Hydrox, and Small Pants. Upper right bomb. Again for 30, not in the road, 30. Upper middle bomb, second bomb. One more pepper on right. Third bomb left, third bomb upper left. Solo bomb with pepper on right. Stopping middle, stop middle. Final bomb on its way down. Break. Break position and heroism. Non-hunters to the blue square. Unchained in 5, Frost Beacon in 1. Raiden Lord first Frost Beacon. Unchained is out. Sword inside and Demonstrator Cashmax Todorosco do not cast. Remain in the cluster. Second facade running up. Quadro take Frost and Aura Mastery. Little Jazzy count to 6 and then Aura Mastery. Vanya take Frost, count to 12 and then Aura Mastery. Blindness running out. Cast until she is dead or we're dead without exploding in the raid. Second facade running out. Holy fuck. Well, we had 3 healers in a row got fucking Frost Beacon, dude. I was healing my goddamn ass off. This lady has individual personal responsibility. There are 3 ghosts that target 3 different players. Each one of those players has the responsibility of effectively not wiping the raid each ghost spawn. Every other boss has no such mechanic. What was Divine's advice? do nothing. Yeah. I saw that Haku, I guess he like onked and got fucked again. On that note, Heroic Protector Mark, Warrior, Hunter, Shaman. Heroic Protector Mark, Warrior, Hunter, Shaman. Close bid, Heroic Protector Mark, Warrior, Hunter, Shaman. Keep it. Conqueror Mark, Normal, Paladin, Priest, Warlock. You have 2 of these normal marks. Their normal Conqueror Mark, Paladin, Priest, Warlock.
You got 13 minutes on flat.
Indeed. Are they Syndragos' Cruel Claw betting? Yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah. Okay, true.
Wait till after the claw.
Hang on, let me sort that actually. Da, 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 da. Everyone should be linked, and to that end, you'll need to re-whisper me if you had previously bid for the Cruel Claw. Please re-bid for Syndragos' Cruel Claw. You'll need to send another whisper for the Syndragos' Cruel Claw. Put your bid in, Mr. All-Star. Closing bid, Syndragos' Cruel Claw. Oh man. Beep boop. Beep boop. Unfortunately not. Careful, man. Careful. A heroic conqueror mark, Podden Priest Warlock. Heroic conqueror mark, Podden Priest Warlock. So I've been thinking about it while doing loot here. I think we round this out with a nice, comfy, normal Lich King. Small Pants stay DPS. I'm gonna go tank. Kashamax, Puckabay, and Divine heal. Raiden and Firejax go DPS. Those who need a fishes down by the blue square. Current active bid is a heroic conqueror mark, Podden Priest Warlock. Yeah, sure. Todorosco, Logan Whisper. Please deploy a summoning stone, either Warlock. Misdirects and tricks will be to Octillion. I'll be handling Shambling Horrors. If you get Necrotic Plague, take it to the Shambling Horror. Get a summon on Melina the Warlock. Fish is down by the blue square. Haku, temporarily drop Mana Spring Totem. I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't stress over it. Small Pants for normal Lich King. But if you want, then just trade with gold. Everyone has come back ready on the ready check. We do need priest buffs to go out. Sage or Kashamax. So we have some priest buffs. Octillion, Vigilance, whoever you are gonna Vigilance. Griffle, your pet. Sarugi, your pet. And healers are Divine Mist, Kashamax, and stuff like inside. Misdirects and tricks are to Octillion.
아서스, 순식간에 끝내주마. 그동안 너는 무수히 많은 생명을 고통스럽게 빼앗아 왔지만 말이다. 곧 깨달으리라. 내 일이 끝나면
Is it Sofa King? The Sofa King.
나는 거부할 테고.
Combat 18.
비명은 풀려난 내 힘에 대한 서약이 되리라.
Combat 8.
보지. 용사들이여.
3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
keep it. soon. Onward. Come over here for a sec. Actually, Sergey.
바닥 조심하세요.
Paku. Innovate Divine Mist. All range DPS, Ice Sphere. Rona will have the Lich King. Stuck. I'll handle Curse Slayer off into Dazi and Kaladjo and do Avoniel if needed. 1, 2, 3, ignore far. File and file. Defile the raid 2. After the infest, you will defile. Get raced up. Top damage on the Lich King. Defile in 3. Defile in 2. Defile in 1. Doing for Valkyries. Defile in 1. The Edge. Kaladjo, Aura Mastery.
바닥 조심하세요.
I grabbed the thing there. It'll be alright. Probably. Demonstrator, use your Death Coil when the thing does Soul Rip. Yeah. File. File 3, but also you're moving.
어떤 의심도 없다. 너희는 아제로스의 가장 위대한 용사들이다. 너희 앞에 놓아둔 모든 도전을 극복해내었다. 가장 강력한 종들이 너희의 무자비한 생각 앞에 쓰러졌지. 너희가 억눌렀던 분노 앞에 말이다.
That is our Monday Dynamic run. All DKP for Monday Dynamic is done. Yeah. As soon as Fury of the Frostmourne falls off, you can unk. Before everyone else gets rezzed.
이 세계를 혼돈과 파괴로 덮을 자들이다. 그들이 직접 아제로스의 몰락을 가져오리라. 그리고 가장 먼저 네 놈부터 처리하리라. 상황이 참 재미있구나. 성스러운 빛이여, 마지막 축복을 내려주소서. 이 구석을 깨뜨릴 힘을 주소서. 생기는 일은 마침내 풀려났구나. 아들아, 다 끝났다. 응보의 시간이 왔다. 일어나라, 빛의 용사들이여. 누가 감히 나를 부르느냐?
Thanks, guys.
Once again, thank you everyone for attending this evening. Next raid that I'll be hosting on Warmane will be Friday's Light of Dawn. Also download Ascension and come to Wednesday's Black Temple. Keep an eye out for 10-man stuff throughout the week, potentially through Chip. If you don't need the loot off Lich King, you're free to do whatever you like with the rest of your evening. Normal Conqueror Merc. Paladin Pierce Frog. GG's.